We're live.
All right.
We did it again, right?
Welcome to Stoner Morning Show, everybody. This is Jason, and this is Sean, and this is Lex, and we just had breakfast, and it's already a good day.
What did you guys have for breakfast?
New York City.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic! It's probably the thing I miss most about New York.
Good.
Is bacon, egg, cheese, salt, pepper, ketchup. I love it.
Yeah.
I really do. And I know, like, as an adult, I'll mix it up with a bagel here and there. But the biggest thing, like, and they have outside, like in California, they had egg sandwiches. Here, I've had a bagel with egg sandwiches on it. But I miss, like, the Kaiser roll. Yeah. You know, the actual, like, for me, that's like the deli, but that roll that they make sandwiches out of. I've always called it Kaiser roll. I think that's the name of it.
Yeah.
I miss those.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I was distracted. So yeah.
It's all right. When I work at a I love that sandwich so much that I tried to make it as an adult, right? Just, you think it's just frying eggs, but there's something special about putting it on a grill. Like when I got to work at a deli and then I was able to make egg sandwiches, then I was like, oh, I can make these sandwiches taste off. And I was actually excellent. I was excellent at making those sandwiches.
Oh, yeah.
Had special techniques.
Hold on. One second. I'm just going to jump in here because this is actually just a good reason to tease what's happening later. So Julian from Vitabudz can come on at 11 a.m. and he can only do 15 minutes tops. So just letting everyone know that we have a
schedule.
A schedule and interesting guests coming up, one of whom is Vitabudz.
I'm a fan of Vitabudz. It makes me feel... I don't know. I mean, I follow their brand, but just the name of it makes you think that it's a healthier form of cannabis. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I got the opportunity to try some of their stuff, and it was really nice.
Yeah.
Some of the pre-rolls. We smoked one of the pre-rolls that came in the box that we did in Cleveland for the backyard party.
Yeah, you should tell him that too.
Yeah.
He was like, hey, we gave your box away at a party, but we smoked one of the things out of it first, which is fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're passing on the love. You're paying it forward. That's all good. And it's, honestly, if I was a brand and I gave it to one person and then they shared it with like 20 people, sounds perfect.
Oh, right.
You know?
Yeah. We'll tell him, like, it's something he should be proud of us for doing.
Yeah. Hey, Dad, I wrecked the car. Awesome, right? No, I don't know. It's not the same, but.
Well, it's like I wrecked the car, but I didn't crash it into the garage. I swerved. I didn't take out the, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
There's silver linings everywhere.
Yes. Man, I had something to talk about, and then I forgot. Since rushing on, I was slow to get on.
Let's talk about how hot it is in New York City right now.
Yeah,
it is like fucking armpit hot in New York City.
Like you live in an armpit?
Yeah.
That's a rough. Yeah, that is rough. Ooh, I'm gonna change you on my camera so I can. Now I get.
What's the hot season in Bangkok? Because you have to get it worse more often than what we're going through.
Yeah, right? The hot season is from like it gets really hot starting around April. Like end of March, April, and then it stops getting hot around February.
Yeah.
So like you have like a 1 month off where it's not that hot.
All right.
From February to April, it's not that hot. No, actually, it's actually somewhat pleasant now. It has like we've been having a lot of storms come through, which is cool because they come out of nowhere. Yeah. What?
I have a question. So when you say March and April, is that our March and April too? Because time is different.
Yes. Yeah, but only by a couple of hours.
You ever lose a month? We're always in the same month, right?
I wish, yeah. I wish that was the case though. But probably about 12 times a year we're not in the same, and once a year we're not in the same year. April they had their hey Gao, why Songkran like New Year? Like New Year, Thai New Year? Okay, cool. Yeah, so they're in April. They have a celebration called Songkran, which I've talked about, I think, before, but it's like their New Year. and they just have a giant water fight usually.
Oh,
They just have a whole citywide. But since I've been here,
The hot seat.
because that's and it's the hot season. So what a great way to celebrate, right? But I haven't been able to because I've been here for two COVID. Yep.
I have another follow-up question. So, you know what 4th of July is like here. It's not the same holiday, but it culminates in a huge fireworks display. But leading up to it, like little fireworks that are
yeah.
So are there little water fights in a
I can't. I don't know yet. I haven't had the experience. It's happened so far twice. Was they were like, oh, song Fran's happening. You can't wait. Like it's going to be awesome. The first time I was here is like I literally left like a month before I went back to America, and then the next time I came, and then COVID happened, and this year COVID. So I missed it the first time. I wasn't here. I didn't know to be here for that.
Right.
So it happened when I went home, and then now I've been through COVID, so I haven't been. We didn't have any celebration. No party. So I don't know, but it seems like it would be a good thing to have, right? Little water balloons just hitting everybody.
Yeah.
Even I would relish getting hit by a bucket of water, like ice water right now.
So do you remember we did that show once and we gave out a water gun during Good Joke, Bad Joke Bingo? And then he squirted, the guy squirted me or squirted during the show. Yeah. I thought he was heckling. And then I was like aggressively not nice to him. Right. Because I thought he was heckling, and he just like holds up this little gun. It was like this big, and I was just like, "You gave it to me." I was like, I felt so bad. It was like
we didn't give it to him full.
Yes, that's true. That is true. Yeah, we didn't give him a loaded water gun.
And we've all been kids. Like, what kid was been told by their parents, like, you can play with a water gun inside?
Yeah. Yeah. There was a lack of a.
Yeah, he did break some unspoken rules.
Yeah. But it was funny how it was also. Yeah, well, I'm not. That's not my style to be mean to somebody on stage. Right. And if I was just like, but I think it was like part of me was as a comic being like, oh, when somebody heckles me, I might be able to snap back at him or something. And I'm not that guy anyway. So it just felt out of character and weird.
Yeah. But we also never gave away water guns after that. Also, it's not a show.
Yeah.
It's not a show
we learned
anymore currently. So it was like he did ruin it all. He
ruined that random dude. Ruined the gig, man.
Do you think we could organize a water fight in Central Park?
I bet you could do a meetup. I bet you could have a big a meetup and set up on meetup.com and just say, hey, bring your super soakers.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember what I was going to talk about. I don't know. You guys might like this, but there's a famous guy who has the longest fingernails in the world.
I've seen something about.
And he walks around and he has to hold his hand up like this because they're so long that they'd be dragging on the ground.
I think.
Well, he
spiral and
and it really thick, really thick and brown, and they're not. You don't want to get scratched by those nails.
Yeah. I've seen photos. Yeah. I'm aware.
He just cut them. He's so old. He's 67, and they're starting to get fragile. And So I saw that they finally cut him, and they put it in his fingernails in a museum.
Wow. Well, I say good.
I would have asked to just, if I was him, I would have just, I've been wanting to do this the whole 70 years.
We wanted to do this for 18 years.
I bet he was like, get these things off of me. I bet he didn't even want to look at them anymore.
I wonder if there's is he strong?
That's what I'd like to know. His hand was, because he's been holding it in the same position with the weight. I think his hand is fully impaired, but I also hope, I would love to talk to him a week or two later now and be like, dude, right? Isn't this so much better? I don't It's a commitment. I'll give him that. It's a serious commitment. But
what museum did they go to?
I didn't see. I know it was his wish, and so wherever he lives, I think he looks like Middle Eastern or Persian in that general area. I believe. Maybe like Turkey. Oh no, India, right? He's like a light-skinned Indian, maybe.
I do believe.
Yeah. So it's probably a local, museum around there. I don't know though. I shouldn't comment because I don't know. It's not something that I'd like to see though. I think though those like we've been to like in Baltimore when we went to like that weird museum where they had like skulls and bird feathers and do you remember that? I think it was Baltimore. Maybe it was Kentucky.
I don't think we were in. Oh no, we were in Louisville together. Man, where was that? Yeah, I don't remember.
We went with that girl who showed us around. Whatever city there was, that girl who had us stay over.
Oh, it must have been. I don't remember. It was the same.
Okay.
We had those amazing banh mi sandwiches with.
Yeah.
That you dipped in.
Yeah. That was good.
Oh, wait a minute. No, we went to a John Waters bookstore, I know, and there's weird stuff in there. Maybe it's a shop next to the... I more remember the John Waters bookstore because I like
Was there ever a time in either one of your lives where you thought a jackalope was real? Because that happened for way too long for me.
Don just said hi. Don and Samir
I miss him.
Are
nice.
Competing in the comments for top fan, and we've been ignoring both of them.
At some point, we're going to have to address this issue.
Yeah, I want to when I get a laptop because I go on after and I look at everybody commented. It's nice and I appreciate it, but I'm not good at when it happens. Did you guys believe in a jackalope, or was that just me?
I'm sure. I forget what age.
I mean, I'm as an adult, by the way. Like this is legitly like I should not have believed in it, and I was like, oh, maybe they are real. And for like way too long, I was like,
I'll be honest. I maybe thought that they were real. Oh yeah, it's mythical animal. All right. It says it right here on Wikipedia, if that's to be believed.
Yeah, but I don't believe in Wikipedia because I Wikipedia'd myself and they got it all wrong.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, there it says, it's a mythical animal. You know what? I bet we could breed these things somehow.
I kind of still believe in them.
I bet they're easy to make real.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like Never-Ending Story. Like if we believe in them, then...
Or it might be like Ancient Aliens where we could just do genetic manipulation. That's something.
I'll say, now that I think about it, it's not the first one I think of, but when thinking about a jackalope, it's got to be in my top 2 or 3 favorite mythical animals.
All right, so
like,
what is it? 1, 2, or 3?
Well, I think I'm going to go 2 because number 1 is probably Bigfoot. I mean, he just seems cool.
Yeah.
And then 3rd is Pegasus, for sure.
Oh, I just came up with a new Bigfoot theory recently.
Oh, tell me.
Yeah. It's that the reason that we can't find him is because it's actually 2 little big feet, one standing on another shoulder.
yeah. I like that.
It's actually 2 little things running around, like giggling.
Oh, yeah. So you're always looking up this way, and they're actually, if you just look down, they're right there.
Yeah. And they do have big feet.
Yeah. Oh, definitely big feet. In fact, it's exceptionally large feet based off of their size. Yeah. They look, massive too.
Yeah. I mean, I got big feet, but
and that's why if people actually see 2 little big feet, they're like, nobody would believe this.
Yes, so they're embarrassed.
True story. It's like, well, nobody believes.
Yeah, Carol, get in here. You won't believe this. You got to see this.
We have Valarie Apperson joining us at the moment, or soon.
Oh, sweet.
And she has some things. She has specific things she wanted to talk. Every guest today, I think, asked to be on the show.
Oh, that's nice. Well, I'm looking forward to Yancey because I know he had messaged me directly about a trading Jay for something. I don't know. No, I don't know what we're doing. He has some life-changing lighting, I believe.
Oh, lighting.
Yeah, he was talking about. Well, we'll have to ask him. Let's not. Well, wait. I'm excited about it. He's one of my favorite guests.
Yeah. Samantha asks, "What about Chupacabra?" Which
Really, really one of my favorites because you like. It's one of the ones I debated in my head, but it's because I think I'm pop with Bigfoot and Pegasus just seems so cool.
Yeah,
You know,
Chupacabra's just a dog.
But-
yeah,
you think, yeah, that's it. I don't know, but it's so fun to say Chupacabra, Chupacabra. And it's like, I don't know if it's originally Puerto Rican or if we just adopted it, but I'm pretty certain it was a Mexican thing. I mean, a Puerto Rican thing that like the other cultures adopted Chupacabra. Goat sucker. That's what it means. Goat sucker.
Oh yeah. I mean, I know that they're not just in Mexico. I think they're in Central America.
Central America.
Too.
Yeah,
They're all over. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard.
Yeah. It's our favorite. The Latinos, it's our favorite of the mythical animals, it seems.
Is there a drink or a marijuana strain called Chupacabra?
Ooh,
No. Let's see what hasn't been mixed and try to see if we could breed it.
what would we breed? Because that would have to be.
In the name?
What would, do we know?
Well, I think my favorite strand, the one I miss most, is Gorilla Glue number 7. So if we can mix a Gorilla Glue with anything, you could kind of, right? You could be like Chupacabra number 7.
Yeah.
But I feel like Chupacabra number 7 would be a hybrid of a sativa. It'd be sativa dominant because
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
it's in the name. You want to run around sucking everything. So
Yeah. I do like running around sucking everything sometimes.
Well, I don't know. Well, Valarie might not be showing up. She might be late. I don't know. We'll find out.
I'll text her.
All
Maybe
right.
she texted me and I don't know.
I think if we're next topic, I think I might have a sinus infection in the like the sinuses go under your nose and then around your ears, right? And then in the back of your head.
I think so.
Yeah.
Do you have two? Do you have two sinuses or one tube that just goes through everything?
It's like the straw.
I think it starts off as 2, but then it goes into 1 tube.
So it starts like here and then it wraps around.
Yeah.
And then connects in the back like headphones.
Yeah. I think so.
Okay, yeah, that's. I mean, I might be. The reason why I say it is I think I have like a sinus infection-y thing, something. I got to get it checked out eventually if it doesn't go away in a week. But it happened like a week ago. That I was getting like, my eyes were getting teary-eyed, like a little sinusy kind of thing. And I had little sniffles, and then like a little bit of a headache in the back. But this is the weird thing. This is why I brought it up, and it's a little racy for the show. But it's when I climaxed. I was like fooling around with my girlfriend, and I climaxed, and I just got this massive headache right at the same time. And I was like, no, like this. I thought it was like, because I'm old now too. So I was like, oh man, maybe it's like a stroke or something. But I Googled it, and then people say you could have these like a climax headache. I was like, that sounds like the worst thing. This is like proof. Like if this is a thing, this is something like proof that God's not real.
Yeah.
Like that's ridiculous. But I think it's now like I didn't put that together because I just had a headache, and then it was like now I'm like, oh, I think it's like a sinus thing. I don't know if anybody wants it. But how that's a weird conversation to have too. Like you finish and you're I'm with. She's like, my girlfriend. She could obviously something's wrong.
Now
That must.
Now I have it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's start. We don't have to talk about it. It just popped in my head.
Yeah. How do you feel going to? Whenever I go to a doctor, I always feel like for a sinus infection that they look at me like this guy probably does a lot of like heavy drugs like in his nose. So
well, they probably think that because that must be a high percentage of like, well, that's the answer. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Like, what else causes it? Genetics things?
I feel like my doctor prejudges me when I go in for a sinus infection. I'm like,
I've never gone for. I mean, I get sinus problems, but I've never gone for an infection. I just start like I take NyQuil and I sleep for a week. I hibernate.
yeah.
To me, that's the worst. By the way, out of all the sicknesses, like if I had stomach problems, I can work. If I had like a slight headache, I might be a little bit more annoyed, but I could work. But when I have like sinuses and my eyes are tearing up,
yeah,
I can't. I think it's also because of out of sheer embarrassment, because I know that people are going to make eye contact with me and then they're going to say, "What's wrong?" And it's like, I just want to say like my mom died, not that I have a sinus. No, it's not. But it's just like, I know they're going to be like, "Oh, you look horrible. You look worse than it is." So it's all vanity. Why I don't like sinus.
Nose leaking.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, I'll be honest. I guess maybe I think if somebody has a sinus infection, it's probably related to cocaine in some way because that's the only thing that I know that causes it, other than just sort of family history or allergies, I guess.
Yeah, I have allergies a little bit, and I have, and I also do a lot of like construction work.
Cocaine. Oh.
Everything, and sometimes it's so hot that I can't wear a mask, and so I just go with it. But yeah.
You know, I was impressed, Jay, when I came to your house for the first time in North Carolina, and I saw how many tools you had. I was like, Jay's getting down. Yeah, man. You're a woodsman.
I could use maybe a quarter of them.
He had a full work truck and
tool. Yeah, this guy is a serious grown-up.
But also, that's probably the norm that more people have tools that they know how to use. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A
lot of people with tools that they know how to use.
I think if I was forced to settle down, you ever think about that, Sean? Because I feel like I can't. That's a life that I couldn't do. I mean, I guess I tried when I was in my 20s, but like that was so unsatisfying. And I know friends and family, it's no dismissal of that, but I guess in my head sometimes I think there's that fantasy of like what it would be like. You have a house and you go to a 9-to-5 job and you come home, and I was like, what would I do? And I think I might be a guy who could get into either making train sets in my basement.
Okay,
yeah, or like a really elaborate, like uncomfortably expensive, or like make like wood shop.
Yeah, I'm not into trains, but if somebody was just like, I know a guy who has an insane train setup in his basement, I'd be like, fuck, I want to go. Let's hang out for like 4 hours and just listen to music and crack open some beers and just like watch the trains.
Yeah.
I wouldn't own it, but I would go over.
Yeah. I'm. By the way, I'm not a train guy. I could see that being really gratifying as like an adult male.
You strike me as the kind of guy that would have the whole train set up too, but you'd also be selling weed on the side.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. all my trains are tagged. They're all little spray paints. Yeah. Everybody.
You know, it would be more fun, not just doing a train thing, is that, I mean, I think all train sets are very realistic in some way, you know? But what you could do is you could do like some weird, unrealistic stuff, you know, because there's also...
That's great. Yeah.
D&D figures that are the same size-ish.
Sure.
Oh, this is like Main Street. Oh, and this is like downtown. And then over here, these are where the orcs are fighting the...
Yeah.
Orcs.
Well, I mean, you just blew my mind because honestly, there's no reason. It's your train set. You could make it as funky as you want.
Yeah.
You could make a most ridiculous world. Yeah.
It's like, oh, here's blue sky. I can make sunset or sunrise, or I can have fractals in the sky. Look at this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is a village of Chupacabra, and the mythical person is you. Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, there's just a guy in a business suit hiding in the woods, like walking.
yeah. You're just looking.
Chupacabra, like, no, there's a business.
Yeah, they call him Big Feet because he has big feet compared to them. Sure.
Shoe
But
feet.
his real name is Steve.
Yeah, Steve.
He's shoe feet. He's a person who puts
Shoe feet. Yeah. Penny loafers.
Yeah.
I call him penny. Yeah.
He's a salesman.
What is?
I remember when. What? Oh, I was just thinking in my head because I thought penny loafers, and I found it funny that they actually put pennies in them. I didn't know that was a thing. That they actually put.
I don't know if you could see this. Oh, you can. So we went over. Do you remember the guy that was on last week? Russ from Harlem?
Yes, the grower. Yep.
We went over to his speakeasy last night, and
Sweet.
We're
really cool.
not even going to say what neighborhood it was in.
Yeah.
It's that secret.
Hey, speak easy, buddy.
Yeah, Harlem Farms.
You could read it. He gave me some. Well, I got some Moroccan hash from him, and
sounds exotic.
So reasonable, and the Moroccan hash, dude, and it tastes really good too.
I just want to see the jar itself. I mean, the jar is nice.
I'm not about packaging. I like what's in your product will sell itself if it's that good, right?
No, but I mean
always. But I do like packaging. I'm kind of a fan.
The packaging is like what the person packaging is thinking about. Also, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And there's I do think I always like seeing art, especially like because I already love cannabis. So then when you see it in like there's always similar style. There's style, like it's funny. There's like lanes that you choose, right? It's like, all right, we're gonna make it look like Jamaican or like that, like old school '70s with the writing, or then they do newer, cleaner, or I just like choices that people make with it.
Right. Hey, your thing went off over your shoulder. If it's
your screen,
yeah. I mean.
Yeah, no, it's because I mute it. So I think for some reason it thinks it's sleeping because I realize I'm not paying attention to it. Thank you.
Because you took the time to do it. You know what I mean? We cleaned up in here a little bit. I don't know if you can tell. We cleaned up in here a little.
Okay. Hey, what room? That's the living room, right? You're sitting. Okay.
This is now my spare. What would you call this? My spare room.
I think this would now be the living room, and your other room is the.
Oh, so that was your bedroom before. Yeah. When I was there, was your bedroom. So okay.
I'm gonna get some water.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, so we might not have Valarie. She had interesting NFT stuff to talk about.
Interesting.
Personal NFT stuff, but.
You know what I like? I was watching a YouTuber, and I'll throw this by you, talking about NFTs. Yeah. It sounds so technical. This is the thing I love. They were like, they should have a different name for it. So somebody said Nifty, like instead of NFT. Somebody said digital. Unique digital collectible or unique digital collectible. But because nobody knows fungible was a word before these things. You know what fungible means?
What does fungible mean? Because
fungible means like replaceable. So non-fungible means like unique, one of a kind kind of thing, So that's what non-fungible means. And it's like a normal term that people use in finance. But it's so interesting in that same conversation. That's like, it's one of those things like getting into the crypto, like, and I've talked about it a little bit before. It's so interesting. You learn how many things that you don't know about.
Yeah.
Like that are so important and ridiculous.
Well, if fungible has been a word that has been used in the financial community for years, what we should do is find other financial words that we don't know what they are. And so we should just add it to other, so we could have made up non-fungible token, I'm sure, if we had known what fungible was.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. So get ahead of the game. start naming things. Yeah, just start naming things before they get invented. Cool. I like that. I like it.
Let's try to remember that. We also don't have to do it, but if we decide to do it, let's try to remember to do it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like it's not top priority, but let's put it on the list.
Yeah.
If we could get to it.
Yeah. And if Don wants to do it, because he's into crypto stuff too. If this is something that he wants to do, like remind us later that he did it, or you know what I mean.
I hope he's a hodler through the summer. That was a scary stretch of a couple months.
With heat in Vegas, right?
No, I'm just saying crypto in general, because I know we talked about it a lot more, but yeah.
Crypto is going crazy right now. Everything's up.
Yeah.
When in the last 3 years could you have said crypto's crazy and it not been true in some ways?
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's the attraction to it.
I'm just into crypto this year. More into crypto than just like reading what's in the news headline every couple of months that comes out about crypto. So now I know a lot more about crypto.
Right.
And I still know so little about crypto.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so interesting.
But it was crazy when it was down.
Yeah.
When it was down, it was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah. And when it goes up, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the more I think about crypto, the more I think I would love to have a dog named Crypto. I think that's a good dog name, Crypto.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And it's like, oh, what's up, Crypto? Oh, shit. If your friend had a dog named Crypto.
Wasn't that Superman's dog's name? Or Superboy's dog's name? Was Crypto? I do believe on the Super Friends when they had the Super.
Because he's from Krypton?
Yeah.
With a K. Let's look up Crypto the dog.
Ooh. Yeah. With a K.
Oh, yeah, Crypto the Superdog. It was in its own show.
Look at that. See? It must have been planted in my subconscious. What a great name for a dog. Share that screen. Yeah. Interesting. Can you make a picture bigger?
Yeah.
See, it had its own show.
Always a Doberman or something.
He's like a white.
Interesting.
I don't know. Oh, no, he's right here. That would be the equivalent of.
What kind of dog is
Crypto.
this? A white.
Interesting.
Oh.
A white what?
White retriever is this kind of dog? I don't know.
I don't know. He just looks like a classic dog. Like, it's a dog for sure.
Crypto, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. This out.
Wow, this is from May of this year. Dwayne Johnson to voice Crypto the Superdog in DC League of Super Pets. You know what? I'm going to say it's a bad choice.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that eyebrow. Look at his eyebrows.
It's it's The Rock. You know what I mean? I want put some sort of dog affectation on it a little bit. Maybe he does, but
that, and I think dogs usually end up looking like their owners in a way too. So he doesn't look
it, right? Yeah.
I am interested about The Rock as Black Adam. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good casting. Oh wait, what?
I don't even care about Shazam. You know what I mean?
I wanted to so bad. Yeah. I wanted to, and they almost got it right. But I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. DC doesn't know how to do it movies for some reason. It's disappointing.
The best
I saw
is Blue Chips. What's his name?
Blue Chips.
The actor?
No.
Shaq.
Oh.
I'm a Shaq. Different Shazam.
You know what? I saw today. I watched Suicide Squads too.
Did you? I need to see that movie.
I just saw that. What?
Funny?
Yeah. It was actually. I mean, I don't remember the storyline too much. Me and my girlfriend talked too much throughout it, but there was a decent John. I just remember John Cena was actually real. He was like a bro type character. It was really funny. I don't know. I just thought his character was really cool. It was less Harley Quinn. It was a lot more Issa Al. What's his name? That handsome black European, like a British guy.
Idris Elba.
Yeah.
Yeah, Idris. Yep. Um, it was more him. I think he was doing like the Will Smith character, right? Deadshot. So it
Yep.
was a little bit more. Yeah, it was a little more him than like Harley Quinn was the leader last time.
Well, Bloodshot. I do believe he's Bloodshot. There's
Bloodshot. Yeah. You're right. Different character. Pete Davidson. I remember like looking forward to like I wanted to see Pete Davidson act. I just root for him for some reason. I don't know why. And
5 minutes, was he?
yeah, it was in there for like a half a second. It was so disappointing. I kind of wanted to see it, but otherwise,
Well,
it was kind of fun.
he's in Smart Water commercials now, so you can get your Pete Davidson fix.
Oh, cool. Well, I don't want to see him too much. I wanted to see him in a different light. Like I really did like his last stand-up special, and sometimes when he's on SNL, I don't know. I'm just rooting for him, I guess, just because he's depressed all the time.
I think he's always funny on Weekend Update.
Yeah. I dig it.
80%
Staten Island boy.
Yeah.
It was really. Oh, last thing I'll say about Suicide Squad was they had the character there. CGI character was like Shark Guy, and adorable. It was like it was really really fun. I thought it was one of the best DC superhero movies for sure.
Yeah.
I thought it was good.
My 16-year-old next door neighbor's word that the movie was better than the first one, and it was that there was more storyline, and there was a lot more character. Like,
yeah, it was. I thought it was a better, all around better movie. Good music, the action was fun. I think Harley Quinn's character is always entertaining. The bad guy was pretty good.
The side conversations were great with you and your girlfriend.
Side conversation was solid.
Yeah.
And the not main bad guy, but like one of the bad guys, the actor, the human actor, was the last Doctor Who actor, and I actually like him. Yeah, I think he's a good actor. The last two Doctor Who's I'm a fan of. Guy Doctor Who's. I think there's a female Doctor Who now.
I know who you're talking about.
Doctor Who?
Yeah. No, there were so many Doctor Who actors, but you're saying the last one. I think I know the guy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I have his face in my.
Well, it was the British guy.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
He was the guy who lives in space and controls time.
Yeah.
Always a British.
Yeah. It's always a British guy. Yeah.
Born in space.
When there's that guy, I think he's in the Netherlands. There's a cartoon about a guy who has, it's like Dieterlander or something. Do you know Dieterlander? You ever hear it? It's a cartoon. There's a cartoon in the Netherlands, and the guy has a giant penis that's like autonomous and can do things like pick things up, and it saves kids, and stuff. Right. And it's super famous over there. I find it when I was thinking about that, or like Doctor Who. As an adult, like I didn't know about Doctor Who until I was an adult, and I got into it with that actor. There was, I don't know, it was probably like 15 years ago. I think 3 Doctors ago, and it kind of got pop in America. But it's so massive in England, especially when I find something that's like in English that gets like massive. Like Doctor Who is massive. Like everybody in England knows, even if you don't like the show, right. And it's just, I love finding out pop stuff of like things that are like massive that you just have no clue about.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, this is related. I found out that I found a list of weird superstitions from other cultures.
Ooh.
And one of them is from Iceland. It's considered unlucky to knit outside in wintertime.
Do they have a reasoning?
Yeah, it's like you're prolonging the cold if you're outside in the cold knitting something for the cold. You're prolonging, I guess. Mm-hmm. And I think in Greece, Tuesday the 12th is their Friday the 13th. Tuesday the 12th is completely unlucky, I guess. How come we don't have a lucky day?
Yeah.
If there's a I guess that's whenever people are excited about it. Hey, this date is a palindrome, and it's not going to be this palindrome for another.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
That's lucky. Yeah.
I liked one of my favorite days. I remember I marked it down, and I think I had a picture. Was like November 11th of 2011 at 11:11. So it was like all like one. It was like the whole day was doing whippets. One. You know when you do balloons, and then your brain goes one.
I've done, yeah.
One of the reasons why I love whippets so much is just because it's all the shared same experience. Like you could pretty much describe it to everybody.
I've never done them, and I never will.
No, all right.
Really? Yeah. Why wouldn't you?
Have you ever been to the dentist and gotten the sweet air?
I don't think so.
No. Wow. Well,
I've
if you ever have a dentist appointment, I want to come with you.
I've gotten local anesthetic.
If you ever have a dentist appointment, I want to come with you because I'm going to film you afterward. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to say I want your gas.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Yeah, if I'm taking Sean to he's like, if he doesn't want it, I'm here to take it for him.
I don't think it's the same thing. I mean, I guess it's the same chemical, but I don't think doing a balloon is the same as getting gas from a dentist.
It definitely lasts longer. Though I got gas from a dentist once, and it didn't feel the same,
right.
And it lasted much longer. Like you do a whippet, one balloon of nitrous, but it is nitrous, so it has to be the same. It just they must put it out differently.
It might mix with more gas and more oxygen and stuff.
Yeah.
All right,
but you do a little balloon whippet, and it's done in 30 seconds, 40 seconds, and there's no lasting effect. I mean, no, it is for your whole life. You killed brain cells for sure, but you don't feel bad about it because you killed your brain cells. So they don't know.
My mother always used to yell at me and tell me I'm going to burn a hole in my heart.
With whippets?
Yeah.
You used to do whippets in front of your mom?
Yeah, you'd be at a party and I'd grab a balloon and be like,
in front of your mom?
Something like that.
In front of your mom?
Yeah.
That's not nitrous, though. That's not the same balloon when you have the same with your voice gets high pitched.
Yeah.
That's helium.
Which is also probably not good to inhale.
Yeah.
Maybe that was burning a hole in my heart?
Maybe. I don't want to look it up. I don't want to know the answer to that because I already did that. The damage is done. You know what I mean?
You guys ever see how other planets have different atmospheres than us? So
Yeah.
we're oxygen heavy, but I don't know, Venus is nitrous heavy or whatever. You ever see that? They have. I remember seeing a graphic online where it had a picture of different planets and the things that rained on that planet. There's a planet that rains diamonds.
Nope. I need to unlock that. I'm listening. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's just weird. It's weird to think that. That's all.
Where's Valarie again?
Oh.
You can keep talking.
I'm sorry.
Here's. I think this is Valarie now. I think.
Oh, okay.
We'll see.
Or not. I think this is.
Maybe this is Julian.
This is Julian.
Yep, it is. I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
What's up?
Yes.
I'm trying to figure out how to get my camera active.
Yeah.
There we go.
Hey, what's up?
What's good, guys?
Is this Julian or Rich? This is Rich. Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
what's
how's
up?
it going?
What's up, man?
I recognize that hat.
Thank you.
Oh, and the shirt. Oh, wow, everything matches.
Ooh.
And the hat matches the. Wait, did you dress to match the car interior?
I really didn't. I didn't realize. Thank you.
Um,
I gotta go, but that maroon's his favorite color.
It's one of mine too. I'm not gonna. It's not like that burgundy kind of red, maroon. That's what I like.
oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Jay, the other day I saw you in a picture on Instagram and you were wearing that Volcom shirt that I gave you. And I was like, oh, I missed that shirt. That was a good shirt. You look good in it. Similar color. Anyway.
Rich, how are you doing today? Where are you coming to us from, other than in a car? Or what do you want to say where you are?
Brooklyn, New York. That's where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
Flatbush. Just getting ready to start my day, and I should say get the business stuff out of the day. That way I can get ready for the event later.
Oh yeah, we're excited to have you there. We're gonna
Definitely. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, Producers Club in Manhattan. If you're watching, and if you haven't got tickets yet, there's a link in the comments of the Facebook thing. If you're watching, you can't make it, and you have friends that are in town, like tell your friends to do something fun.
That's right. And there's also a QR code on our.
Rich, we discovered today, just this morning, how to make a QR code, and we're pretty excited.
Don't feel no way. Trust me, all of this has been a learning process for us.
It's only going to get better.
Yeah. How long have you been doing stuff specifically with Vitabudz, or even, I don't know, how far back do you go before Vitabudz? What year were you born?
1990. 1990, definitely. Cannabis has been a part of my whole life, and I got VHSs to actually prove it. My father holding me before I can even talk, but breathing smoke right behind me. So cannabis has always been a part of my life. But Vitabudz, I think going on 2 years now. Like, I think September will make 2 years.
Yeah. Let me ask specifically, since it is somewhat young and a bunch of that time happened during quarantine stuff. Like, when was a moment when the quarantine started where you're like, oh, fuck, this is going to be bad for us? But then when did the silver lining start kicking in? It's just like, all right, this is giving us some time to sort of
It happened in a week time span. I never forgot it, honestly. We used to do events at a restaurant called Kleinberg's. It was in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. The events were beautiful, and we were sitting down planning how we were getting ready for the summertime to have these events rolled out. The next week, the world shut down. Couldn't have people in the restaurants. Everything was closed, and we based our business on that. Maybe 6 to 7 days prior, those same people that were coming to the events started hitting the Instagram DM and still wanted the quality, still wanted they probably couldn't come get it the dining, but they wanted the flower. So then it became a delivery service. Then we just had to reinvent ourselves to, instead of people coming to us, how can we get to everybody? And it took off after that.
Oh, wow. Well, then you've been having a great 2020 and 2021 then, I guess.
An interesting one, up and down, a roller coaster. But I would definitely say that. Like, we had to stop, repivot. So when you're going in one direction, you're like, oh my God, this is kind of scary. But at the same time, this is a new learning experience, and things started picking up.
Yeah.
And this,
you're like the Barry Sanders of weed delivery.
I like that. This is dope.
Rich, tell us what's the deal with Vitabudz? The name, is this all New York grown weed, or from?
Known right now is not New York grown weed. We're looking to have all East Coast cannabis, because now that New York is legal and we're getting all the rules and regulations put in place, then we know that we're going to have New York cannabis. We want to have the best quality cannabis. So that's where the term Vitabudz comes from. We started this trying to figure out how can we give quality cannabis to people with at the same time still being affordable. We got tired of getting hit and misses ourselves, being like connoisseurs ourselves, loving cannabis. So he's like, no, we're going to go on a mission. We're going to figure out the truth, figure out learning the steps as we go along with it, and then providing that same information to the people that we meet and the new customers that, come across the brand.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to make too many promises, but I have a good feeling that you're going to meet some New York growers tonight at this event.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah. Because we did meet a guy last who asked us, "What's your QR code?" and we didn't have one.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are solid. We're solid.
Yeah.
No blind spots. Hey, Rich, what is your? This is a question you might have never been asked. What's your least favorite strand?
Whoa.
Where you're just like, ugh.
Nah, they just came off. What's my least favorite strand? Damn, I don't really like to remember it. But honestly, I'm gonna say a bad batch of Bubba Kush. I've had Bubba Kush that's good, but like anything that's bad Bubba Kush, I really don't like that flavor. It's too tap waterish for me. I like clean flavor and a nice potent punch.
I know my
Go ahead, please.
My answer. Tobacco.
Does
that count?
Yes.
Like a spliff.
Yeah.
Yes. Pre-rolls.
It's one of the reasons why I don't like smoking with British people, because they always mix in. They water it down. I call it watering it down a joint. They always mix in tobacco.
I think it has a lot to do with the Jamaican culture. They put a lot of tobacco in it. They a lot of Rastafarian culture changed the term into like fronto, but it's still mixing the cannabis with tobacco to get a certain punch. I personally am not really a fan of it for long term for health reasons. And if I want to feel a high, I want to taste my cannabis, and that's I don't need a blood constrictor. I need a blood expander.
Yeah. Nice. I like that thought. You know what I thought about? I've been thinking about bad strands because I was going on Leafly, and I want to start doing like a little like information about strands and putting it out there, like public service announcements. And then it took me. They had 500 strands listed on Leafly, and it took me 180 before anybody didn't give it 5-star rating. It was just like, it's such a stoner thing to just, 5-star, 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 you know?
Yeah.
They have 500 strands and it took 180 before I saw one that was 4.9 stars, you know?
That means you must have had some quality grow. That's what it is.
Real quick, Rich, to give you some background, I think I know why Lex is interested in the worst strands, because he's been in Bangkok the last half, and he's been doing nothing but bad strands. Is that?
Yeah, that's it. It's one strand. They call it brickweed. That's what I had to smoke out here. Brickweed. It's dirtweed. We call it dirtweed.
I've never seen it.
I'll give you a. It looks like when you see that, you see cartoons of, or like when you're a kid and somebody sells you oregano after you grind it up. I mean, it's not, this is just but there's you don't get bud. You don't get bud. You literally get a brick. You get a brick. And
it's like compressed shake, or are they trying to copy hash or something?
No, I think they compress the whole plant. They literally, they take because there's so many like leaves and seeds and stems in it. It's like what our great grandparents grew up on, I think. But yeah, they just compress it into a giant brick, and then they saw it into smaller bricks. Wow. Ooh, that reminds me, I need to smoke some. It's not good. But I find it an essential service now that COVID is still here.
Not good. It must be fun to make, I guess. It must be a fun process for them to make it.
You know what? That would be dope if I could, because I was talking to a guy who owns they have like legal cannabis restaurants now. Like you could have, they'll grow, they have legal growers, but they could sell the leaf, not the bud. And then I think they could sell some of the bud back to the government. They make CBD oil, but no THC products yet. But I was trying to talk to the guy who owns the restaurant, but I also would love to just go underground, like hang out with some guys who are wearing masks and see them have the machine that pushes it all together. That would probably be dope, right?
It is. Yeah. It is. I got to experience a little bit, but hopefully this year I'll be experiencing a lot more of it.
All right, Rich, this is a good question, I think. How many parts of the process are you involved in? It probably changes.
When it comes to Vitabudz?
How much of it do you touch? I mean, do you do any growing? Do you do any cultivating? Do you do any
processing?
Yeah.
My brother is more of the grower, but I have hands-on touches of everything. When he was out of town recently, I had to take care of his babies. I can't even call them plants; they're babies. So that's when I have to put on my how should I say, like my gardening tools, go out there, water the plants, take care of the plants. It's something that it's a part of me, but I can't say that's what is my forte. That's my favorite part of the business. My favorite part of the business is definitely the marketing, the merchandising, getting it out there. So he's the grower. I let him get the best quality we can, grow the best quality, then give it to me, and I'll get rid of it.
I'm with you. I'm the same thing. I love that shit.
So the maroon was your choice, definitely 100%.
Yeah. I didn't realize it matched the interior, which is kind of dope. That's what I kind of like.
It is dope.
I bet you got a couch at home that's the same color too.
I got a whole room that's this color. That's the real problem.
I got a question.
Yeah.
What's your favorite mythical animal?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mythical animal. What is the one with the dog with the 3 heads?
Right?
What's the dog?
It's not Hydra. That's
Cerberus.
Cleverus.
Cleverus, right? Yeah.
No,
it's a dog. It's a dog. I forget, but it starts with a C. It's Cerberus. I remember from a video game.
Severus.
It's like a pit bull, a huge pit bull with 3 vicious heads. That's definitely my favorite animal.
Yeah, that's a good one. Good one.
In my dream world, that would be the guard of my house, my castle.
Yeah.
Or should I say my farm? That would be the guard of the farm.
I like, it's always fun too if you did have like a Cerberus that when it was a puppy and all 3 heads kind of argue with each other, it would be adorable. They're all like chewing on each other's ears.
It for everything, baby, even the plants, it will definitely have that cute stage, and then when it gets to that, then you get to see what it's capable of, the ferocious, the potency. That's what I like.
Jason had a guess of the video game.
I know what video game you're talking about. It's probably God of War, right?
That's one of them. Yep, one of them. The older one was a Final Fantasy. That's where it originated from. It was one of my GFs or something I used to drop. I think it was Final Fantasy VIII. It was my favorite one. Him and Diablo.
All right. Without thinking too much, answer it as honestly as you can. What is your thoughts on a dog with 3 butts?
Weird as shit.
3 cheeks?
3 butts.
When you say
buttholes, that's a lot of shit.
3 cheeks, so that 2 buttholes, or is it 3 buttholes?
3 buttholes.
Oof.
A lot of shit.
It's a lot of buttholes.
It's a lot of shit to pick up, especially in New York City. It's a little weird, but you still got to pick it up.
I have a 90-pound blue-nosed pit bull, and he takes man-sized shits. So 3 of them, I'm gonna have to. I'm a no on that. I can't go with that.
But nobody would fuck with it if that was
true.
If that was your guard dog. I would say you would need one of each. That would
also
take somebody who would try to come by.
I'm also thinking like the dog doesn't have to eat. It wouldn't eat more food, so it'd still be the same amount of shit. It would just be smaller portions.
Right.
The funniest part is seeing all 3 of those heads trying to attack a bowl. Like put one bowl out there.
Yeah.
That's torture.
Yeah. You got to get a big bowl. That's a good. You know what? I forgot about that. It's a good mythical beast. Good job, Rich. I'm proud.
Appreciate it.
Where'd you get Vitabudz, by the way? By the name, is it like associated with vitamins? Is that why? Because it's like a I don't know what did you guys say that?
Now it was a Stoner Brothers idea from sitting one day and just saying how we got tired of getting like what we call boo boo, like garbage cannabis. We got so tired of it and fed up. So we was like, what about this? Like I started recently looking at cannabis as a utility. So before that, I looked at it as something that was vital. So going from vital to, like buds, we look at it as people, like a community. It just kind of came together as like, all right, we want Vitabudz. And I think we was probably high drinking vitamin water or something like that. It probably just came up. But in our mind,
for some reason, it sounds so like it just goes. It does sound like it's like for some reason you're like you get what it is, but you don't. I don't know why. Good name. It's just a good name.
I think your brother is here. I think if this Vitabudz is iPhone, this might be your brother. We'll see.
Check him out. You got to figure. He got to figure out his phone, how to get his camera. He said he was gonna call in about 11 o'clock.
Gotcha.
Should be popping.
All right, I have a question about when he was on vacation.
What's up?
When he called, did he ask about how you were doing first, or did he immediately ask about how the plants were doing?
He didn't even call me to ask me anything about me or the plans. He just texted about business. It was the weirdest thing ever. Like,
Hey, I hear you.
He was talking about you because we asked a question about you. So
yeah.
Uh-huh. Hey, you see the babies?
See, I told you.
The babies, yep.
Yeah, I had to make sure the babies are straight. Yeah.
Well, how was vacation? And welcome. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks
for having us.
Yeah. How was vacation when you went recently? Where did you go?
I went to St. Croix because, I like the Caribbean, but I want to stay in the U.S. because, U.S. got some advantages.
Yeah.
During COVID. But it was nice. I love that island. The hotel sucked, though. Yeah, the hotel sucked.
What was the worst thing about it? You could vent a little bit with this. Release.
The food. All right. All hotels right now are claiming they're understaffed due to COVID. Because I heard it like 20,000 times.
Yeah.
And I'm a vegan. And they had 5 options. So I ate French fries for like 4 days.
Wow.
that personally, I smoke a lot. Yo, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
That definitely about it. But just all the COVID protocols, like they just ruining a good time everywhere.
They had potatoes. They wouldn't bake a potato for you. They were like, we're only French fries. Wow.
This hotel used to do things like that, but due to COVID and staff shortages, they can't do that right now.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was. I went to the locals and found food. I figured it out, but it became more of like, I'm out here working instead of like food, chill. I didn't really get to do that. And like I said earlier, I was worried about because this is my first time getting back into it now that we legal.
Word.
So they're really on my
mind. Before we get too far away,
I've been looking forward to this show for a minute. So.
Oh, nice, Jules. I wanted to ask Julian. It's Julian or Julius, right?
Julian.
Am I wrong?
With the N.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, Julian. Favorite mythical animal. We've been kind of talking about it throughout the show.
Favorite. Say that again.
Favorite mythical animal.
Dragon.
Beast. Dragon. Yeah, classic. I like that. Classic. And you're rocking the red already, so I can see it. It's a good one. It's interesting. Like a typical dragon. Like would you go like a European dragon or a Chinese dragon, just to have the conversation go a little longer?
Japanese dragon and probably T.
And probably what?
The name is T.
T-Pain?
But it's Tiamat. That's how you.
Oh, Tiamat. Okay, all right. That's a good name. All right. I like. So it'll be like a little. Like, wasn't it Eddie Murphy in Mulan? You have like a little Eddie Murphy running around, because that's my favorite of the Asian dragons. Eddie Murphy.
Like a little dog-sized dragon.
Wasn't it Mushu? That dragon wasn't his.
Oh yeah, Mushu.
Yeah, it was Mushu.
Yeah. Good dragon.
We smoke and watch anime over here.
That's right.
Yeah.
Play video games.
Oh, I just got, because I haven't had video games for years. I got rid of it because I love it so much. But I'm stuck in quarantine. I'm in Thailand, and so I just got an Xbox 360, like a used one from a friend for super cheap. Super excited about it.
I know there's a lot of people out there, but Xbox, y'all can't see it, but it's all right. It's right over there.
Super excited about it. Just because before it was like I got rid of all my video games because I knew I was living in California. I was like, I want to go outside and spend time. It's so beautiful out. and I hadn't got it since because I'm doing road mostly or not having a home. And man, I'm so excited. Now I'm stuck in the house, so I'm like super excited to play Halo.
You're stuck in a house in Thailand?
Yeah. It's not bad. Yeah.
That's a pretty good place to be stuck in a house, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never been there, but you know, from what I heard.
It's not bad. I ain't complaining.
What's
A little bit. I complain.
That weed is bad.
Yeah, the weed.
That weed, that's the biggest thing. Every once in a while, like once a month, I get some good bud. But it's expensive here, you know, because they're shipping it in.
Lex,
what were you going to ask, Sean?
Are you playing on video games? What are you?
I'm going to play. I'm the most excited about is Halo 3. And Assassin. They have Assassin's Creed, the one when he's on a boat.
Wow.
And I haven't played that one yet. So I'm excited. That's the one that I'm kind of scared of because I know I'm going to really enjoy it and I'm going to get sucked into it. It's going to take a lot of time.
Buy a lot of weed. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Weed and gaming goes well, though, yeah.
Yes, it really is. It's like weed and everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you guys share anything that Vitabudz has on the horizon that like isn't happening yet, but it's just like, oh wow, that's something to be excited or stunned by. You know what I mean?
Good question.
Yeah, it's called Buds Mag. So we're gonna basically drop our own East Coast magazine with the New York style, promoting New York cannabis.
Oh, nice.
Whoa.
That's exciting. That's super exciting. Good for you guys. Smart too. Very smart.
I'm gonna put it out there and say maybe we can be on the cover one.
Right for the cover, not an article, not paid advertisement.
I'm gonna be honest, because it's about buds, and obviously you guys are friends, buds. So
yeah,
don't be surprised now pretty soon to start doing interviews. Right now we're still signing structure. Soon we'll be doing.
That's dope, though. I'm excited for you guys. And you think you're going to do real paper, or are you going to go like an online magazine?
We're definitely going to do the print copy.
No shit. Good for you, dude.
Yeah. Working with are like real heavy New York fashion people, you know.
Yeah.
That vibe, you know, that downtown Soho type of area vibe. So they're hell bent on holding on to New York style. So necessary to do print because magazines is something I look at in newsstands from New York growing up.
Yep.
And so I want to put people's hands like, take a look at this. Out to this, you know.
I'm more excited about it, honestly. Yeah, I like it.
So
I'll probably follow up with online, like attach it, you know, if it's too deep of an article to online, but definitely we'd be going with the print.
Can I throw out an idea that I'm just running something by you guys, brainstorming? Right?
Yeah,
absolutely.
All right. You remember Mad Magazine at the back? It had a thing that you would fold. It was like a picture, but then you would fold it and be another picture. Do you remember that Mad Magazine?
Yes.
I think you could do like a lazy stoner version of it, and it's just you can tell what it is. It's just a thing. You just have to fold it. You know what I mean? It's like because it's hard to do the thing where it's like a thing.
Write him a check. That might be a good idea.
Rich is in. I like
it. Idea. I'm definitely gonna bring it to our art person. I like
something to.
I've already got it. So it'd be some, since I'm a guy and maybe I want to see a beautiful woman just from this angle holding two buds, in here. And so when each bud like comes together, when you fold the page, it's just one big like two hands holding a bud like that.
Oh no! Wait a minute. What it is? All right.
That's fire, yo.
It's a. I think
I got graphic design experience.
Yeah, you know what?
If you want to see a picture of a hot woman, but you have to fold the page to see the picture of the woman.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. No,
it's just hands.
I know what Sean's saying though, but maybe we mock one up. You know what? That's what would be easiest for them. Mock something up.
Like a centerfold, but not something you do. You have to fold one page to see it. All right. Anyway, we'll talk later. I don't know.
I like it.
I like it. I like it. That's what I'm talking about. You damn sure we're gonna talk later.
When you hire, you want things to do, and that's interesting.
Yeah.
I like anything that's interactive, and then you added women on top of it, centerfold.
Yeah.
We could do a guy version, for the girls too. I mean, we'll think of something.
Yeah,
too.
we can be those.
Yeah.
Guys.
But-
Yeah. There's women out there who want to see us. It's true.
Yeah, there's a handful. Yeah.
Strange.
What's up?
What strains y'all smoked on this morning?
I got some Moroccan hash from a friend of mine.
Oh,
So-
you.
Yeah, I'm OG. I like that old school stuff. The hash and the.
Love it too.
Yeah.
And just to let you know, I've been smoking this stuff called Moroccan hash. But
Sean smokes the Strand closest available.
I know a guy, and then this guy knows.
Available. Yo, how's the mail system out there in Thailand?
It's not good. I don't know if I said it on, but I had to get a replacement debit card, and so my family sent it over to me, and they sent it in February. I think it was sent like February 17th, and I got it this month.
Wow.
Damn.
And it cost $18.
Yeah.
For her to send it to me. So
To get it 6 months later? That's ridiculous.
yeah, isn't that crazy?
You should have told her to spend the $20 and overnight it.
No, it happened to me the first time I was in Thailand. One time that's why it was like my backup, because I had, this time I had two, but the first time I was here visiting, I had one that got eaten by a machine and didn't get it back. And so I had to have it overnight. It cost $100 and it took like 3 weeks.
Oh, shit.
And that's overnight. Because
That's some snail
Yeah. Real quick, Rich and Julian, feel free to stick around or duck out when you guys have to. I'm going to bring in Valarie, our friend Valarie, because she has some NFT stuff she wants to talk about. And but feel free to stick around or duck out if you need to.
Do you guys know what? Can you guys explain to me what an NFT is?
But feel free to stick around or duck out if you need to.
Do you guys know what? Can you guys
crypto.
explain to me what an NFT is?
All right. Well, yeah. If you want to stick around.
Valarie,
What's
going
up, Valarie?
Hey, I was watching you on Facebook, and so now like the universes were colliding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, how are you?
Good.
Great. Nice to see you.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
This is Rich and Julian from Vitabudz. They're New York.
Yeah, that's good.
New York, Canada.
Very good. I've got some DC. You could see the little district. Some DC Kush mints.
Oh,
And,
yes.
it's pretty cool how they do it here. Like you order a speech, like it's faster than ordering a pizza, but you order a speech and then the guy pulls up and he gives you like a memorable inspirational quote. And then he's like, as a free gift, we have all these bags.
Oh, shit. Speeches?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very
What
deep. Like that's
That is, wow.
yeah.
That's a loophole. I
Yeah.
love loopholes.
I have a question.
Hmm.
Can you rate?
Sorry.
Can I rate the quote?
Yeah. Can you give it a thumbs up or thumbs down, or like be like, nah, I'm not inspired. Give me something else.
No. I usually just try to take the quote and the strain of weed and put it together and like think, what is the universe trying to teach me?
Yeah.
The universe is like, don't get indica during the work week. Oh.
It's good the universe is sending you those things and that you're listening. That's great.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Oh, speaking of minting, oh shit, Kush mints minting. I minted an NFT, which is like a collectible original work of art, digital art. So it stands for non-fungible tokens, like non-replaceable tokens. So to support my website, buybybezos.com, I'm trying to sell this NFT, so you can go to shop on buybybezos.com and then you'll see where to buy the NFT, and you have to buy it in crypto. But if it sells, I would use that to buy more telescopes, I think, to sell.
So Julian and Rich don't know what we're talking about as far as Bye Bye Bezos. Do you want to give a little synopsis of that for them so they know what's going on?
And me too. I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, okay. Sure. Buybybezos.com is a website that we started with the intention of someday competing with Amazon, because basically we don't have any inventory, but we do know how to get you next day shipping. So if we just had the stuff to sell, we could get it to you really fast nationwide. And we don't have to buy a bunch of we don't have to rent warehouse space. We do have to rent it, but like we don't have to buy the warehouse. We don't have to set anything up. It's already set up. But a lot of people don't know about that. And I'm guessing Amazon does. And guess what, motherfuckers? I found out, and I'm gonna connect all the mom and pop warehouses maybe someday. But it starts with selling an NFT because I don't have any inventory. So buy that NFT. It's a collectible.
I could donate an NFT to sell on there too. I'd love to donate one of my NFTs so you could sell.
Do you have some?
I do. I'm up on Mintables, baby. The crypto.
Yeah. Chris, Jason's he's completely non-fungible.
Non-fungible, baby.
There's nothing fungible about Jay.
No, there's not.
Valarie, I posted the link specifically to the page with the NFT on our Facebook Live chat. And hopefully,
thank you.
What coin are you selling? You're selling it in Ether?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I can share my screen. Let's just look at it real quick.
Yay.
Valarie, there we go. This is the telescope that you've been selling, and it's out of stock.
Yeah, we did sell that one.
Yeah. Hey, look,
sorry,
this
go ahead.
This NFT it's not really a quote, but it's like motivational things.
Yeah. When you are disappointed in yourself, remember you are forgivable, you are redeemable, and you are useful.
That's good.
That's right.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And it can be yours.
Did I sell speeches on Bye Bye Bezos?
Holy shit, yes, you can.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Do they do quotes? Are they quoting like a famous speech, or is it something you heard, or is it like written by themselves? Like, is it a fungible speech?
No, I wrote that.
No, I know you made that.
Okay.
NFT, but I'm saying on the delivery services in DC, is it like a speech from Abraham Lincoln, or is it like a speech from Steve?
It's both. It's just sometimes it's a boxer and sometimes it's an old-timey politician.
Okay.
But yeah, it's both. I don't know where they're getting them from, but they choose them pretty well.
Nice.
I
think I love loopholes like that.
Yeah, it's great, right?
Gray areas.
Here's the one that they sent me.
It's silly. Like if you're right. Sorry, it's like writing. If we wrote a law and you're like, all right, let's make weed. Like weed's not legal to sell, but you could give it away. And that's the rule. And they're like, all right, so now everybody has to have a ridiculous like little game they have to play to just sell weed. Just make it's so. But you know what? I kind of like that. If I had to call up Vitabudz and they came over and they did a magic trick for me every time I bought weed, they were like, they just pulled a rabbit out of a hat, and then you're like, and also some bud is in the hat too. That would be great. I'd like to make these guys do that.
Yo, I think it is awesomely a great idea. Tradition to do deliveries.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy too. You don't even have to enter your credit card number. Like the buying process, the point of sale is just so streamlined. And I really got to talk to that guy. If you're in DC, it's not an illegal business or anything. It's dreamydc.com. And you can get some really great speeches. The one that I got this week was there are many paths to the top of a mountain, but the view is always the same. And that's a Chinese proverb or something.
I disagree slightly because if you take an easy path to the top, you'll be able to see everything from good posture. But if you will be sort of like slumped up against the rock, it's like things will look. You might be looking down more than up just because you're tired.
We might see 2 feet then.
You might miss a sunset or something. They're not even taking time into account. That's why they didn't finish the Chinese wall.
Yeah.
You know what I learned this week? This is random, but you said sunset. Looking at a sunset, I found out it's like an American thing to do to address how beautiful a sunset is. You know,
nobody else in the world.
No, they all just sit there and enjoy it. They don't have to be like, "Hey, everybody enjoying this?" It's like, yeah, it's a sunset. It's goddamn gorgeous.
I like talking about it.
Yeah, I like talking about it.
Yeah.
American, but I feel like it's good to say.
Yeah.
Do you accept only Bitcoin on Bye Bye Bezos? It's all Bitcoin based.
When we get actual stuff to sell, like more telescopes, it'll be US dollars, but right now I'm just trying the NFT thing to see if I can raise some funds that way.
Yeah.
We'll see. And if not, then I met with like a couple investors and they like really kicked my ass and like it went well and they didn't say no and they said it was a brilliant idea, but now I got to learn financial modeling. So I was like, why don't we just do NFTs first and see if it works? I probably have to go to a business class or something. I don't know.
I hope you're successful because one, I think Jeff Bezos is a garbage human, but two, it's also a cancer, like the Amazon thing.
Yeah.
I really do. Like the more I think about the world and how it's going, I just hope that like humans can realize that like we function so much better in smaller units. I think that's why America did so well at the beginning. It was like 50 states, you know, and also they own Black people, and that's not a good thing. I'm just saying that was also one of the reasons why they were successful. But you know, like as we go forward, it's like, man, smaller communities. I just feel like that's such a huge answer that nobody's talking about. I'm going to start talking about it more. That and mushrooms.
Isn't that like states' rights though?
Yeah, but not just states' rights. I mean, literally like communities, like being more community driven, you know, and just like, it's like making your bed in the morning. Like you can't complain about shit going wrong if you don't make your bed. That's kind of how I feel in a weird way.
I never make my bed.
You will then you better stop complaining about these speeches.
I don't know.
I know you're not. I know. It's one of those things. It's like, you know, it's a metaphor for just like taking care of the stuff that you're responsible for. And so we talk about the president like he's so important, but it's like, there's all these, they use it to break us up and divide us, you know? So
there is like power in just thinking about what you can do where you're at, like around you and the places that you encounter every day. You know?
Yeah. And you just going around telling people like, yo, there's warehouses of Amazon that we could do this without Amazon would be great. If there was like a whole bunch of smaller Amazons, that would be way more ideal than one monstrous guy taking our money to the moon.
By the way, you guys should check out shopin.nyc. Have you heard of that?
No.
They have an everything store with local New York shops, and it's supposed to be like this mini Amazon. I'm kind of like,
great.
Depending on how things go, I might just straight up copy them in DC. I mean, it's just like such a good idea. They're helping everybody out. You can get most of the shit you need, you know.
Hey, throw it by them. Maybe, you know, you could become an affiliate or help them, like if they're altruistic, like they seem, I don't know. When I actually did business, I remember I sold insurance and I called a guy from Texas. I was like, I'm not a competitor of yours. Can you help me? I just want some advice, you know? I really did, just because why the fuck not? You know, the guy knew what he was doing. So, and he was nice enough.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a thought.
That's a really good idea. Will do.
Sometimes people are that good. We just gotta.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right. Well, I'm gonna let you guys get back
All
to
right.
your show.
Bye, Valerie. Thanks for stopping
All
by.
Thanks for
Good luck
having
to you.
me. Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
For NFT, and you can pick one and use it. If
Yeah,
you-
yeah. That would be great because there's only one in the little NFT shop and it might look weird that there's only one.
All right. Cool.
Right. Thanks so much. Bye guys. Have a good one.
Bye.
Later.
I too am back out because it's time to
Hi.
stuff rolls for tonight.
Oh yes.
Everybody has
Julian.
get a pre-roll.
Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for showing us your babies.
Yeah.
I love you guys. Honestly, I sincerely support
Yeah,
Vitabudz.
guys.
Mad crazy. You guys are dope. Rich, see you, man.
Appreciate you. Take care. Stay safe out there.
Yeah, you guys too.
I want to say thanks for helping sponsor the event tonight too. It's gonna be it's really really great.
Oh, cool.
Hey, we got a lot to do going with people. Cannabis. It's
Oh,
good.
Jay, before they go, you were going to tell them about the box.
Oh yeah, the box. So yeah, you gave us a box that we gave away in Cleveland. We did a backyard show there, and we wanted to let you know we took one of the pre-rolls out of it to smoke ourselves before we could give everything else away because we wanted to try it. We did the right thing by trying it and giving it one less pre-roll because we needed to try it. Yeah. It was.
Yeah.
Smart.
Don't worry, we got pre-rolls tonight.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
We getting stoned tonight, guys. We good.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Blend of our
All
own Vitabudz.
Yeah.
All right, brothers Vitabudz. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you so much.
you.
I appreciate you guys coming on and spending time with us.
All right, guys. See y'all tonight.
Yes, sir.
See you.
Rich.
I like that they're doing the magazine. I think that's super smart. And you know, when we had Blase on, and he's talking about hyping up New York again, I think that's like the weed cannabis is going to be, I think, a big factor in that is just how heavy. And New Yorkers got that little swag that they want to be like, yo, we got crazy good bud. I think that's going to be a huge part of New York coming back. I don't know if it ever went away. I don't know. I wasn't there, but I just hear about it outside. And but again, part of that being like what I was saying about just community driven. I do think when I was there, I felt like more people there's just a lot of activated people there, which is nice. So because there's just a lot of people there, but it's nice to see it. See it. I was explaining to my girlfriend. Not just my girlfriend, I was also talking to some other people about they had recently they started protesting here again more and more just because they feel like COVID's been mishandled so much. And so more and more the people who kind of got quieted because of COVID at the beginning of the pandemic, they were having just overall dissatisfaction protests. I think in a lot of ways it was spirited because of America protesting so much, against cops. Yeah.
All of it.
And all of it. Right. And so I think that kind of motivated them here to fight for more of a democracy. And why was I saying that? Was because I forgot, man. I'm high too. I'm sorry, guys.
You got it. We'll get back. We have
They might come back. Oh, cool. Yancey. I love it.
All right. So he was waiting, and then he jumped out, and now he was jumped back in the waiting room, and so
while we're waiting for Yancey, Lex, do you know do you know the latest New York news about Cuomo resigning?
Yes. Yeah. I like that he took 2 weeks to resign. Like, dude, you're resigning for a reason.
Yeah. Welcome back, Yancey.
Oh, he's here. Good.
Yeah. There's always activity going on in that office. There's a lot of movement going on in that office. There's all these boxes moving around, or different products in the foreground. How are you today?
Hey, Yancey.
Thanks for being awake. So
Hey,
hey.
I'm weird. I'm hearing a voice. I think it's a laptop.
Oh, sure. Take your time. Which
Oh, I'm good.
let me ask Lex. Lex, do you hear this fan? Has this fan been bad the whole time? You don't hear it.
I don't hear it.
We meant to do that. That was the first thing we meant to do before we even went live, is to ask you if the fan sounded bad.
It's all good.
And we finally did it. So whatever the thing you were
You did it.
You'll
might come. All right. Hey, Yancy, while you're getting prepared, I'm going to ask you what your favorite mythical animal is.
My favorite. What kind of animal?
Mythical, made up animal. Yes.
Mythical. Well, so many of the things we think are mythical are actually real. So I mean, that's a hard one.
Ooh, that is. Go on.
Like it says, 3-headed snake.
Oh.
Ooh.
Now, a 2-headed snake is doable, but not 3. No.
Yeah. That's almost a hydra at that point.
Yeah.
I have another question. This is from a viewer, Yancy. Valarie wants to know if you've ever seen Futurama, the TV show.
Yes, I certainly have. Yes. Mr. Graining is from Portland. I'm in Portland, Oregon.
Yeah.
And I actually went to the same high school and was in the same class as his younger brother.
Oh.
And really great story. In Northwest Portland, the streets are like just a perfect grid. And they go numerical and alphabetical.
Smart.
The alphabeticals are where he got the names for the characters. Let me just write them down. Burnside, Cooch, Davis, Everett, Flanders, Gleason, Hoyt, Irving, Johnson, Kearney, Lovejoy, Marshall, Northrop, Overton, Pettygrove, Raleigh, Xavier, Thurman, Upshur, and Yeon. I don't know W.
Wow.
You hear those names? Like Reverend Lovejoy?
Yeah. I heard Flanders.
Yeah.
There's some curves in Portland on the freeway called the Terwilliger curves. Bob Terwilliger,
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Just interesting trivia. I love throwing that one out.
So you mentioned that there's. Oh, go ahead, Sean.
But the question, I think, is specifically because there's a character in Futurama, Fry's older brother is named Yancy.
Mm-hmm.
Where did the name Yancy come from? Because it is a unique name. I know it from Futurama and you.
Yes.
Yancy.
It started probably like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And to be sincere, and that means, of course, everything else I say is not sincere. When people say to be honest with you, a woman told me once, oh, okay. So what? Everything else, he's like, never say that.
Yeah.
So I like that one. Pardon me, we are in severe weather here.
Oh.
Dehydration.
Yeah, and thanks for waking up so early, too.
Yeah, I'm dizzy. I have vertigo. Coughing up stuff from the smoke in the air. Covered in sweat, 3 showers, but I'm loving every minute of it. My passion.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks. Sorry, real quick, before it gets too far, you had mentioned that some of the mythical beasts that we think aren't real are real.
Yes.
How, like jackalopes, what's your feelings about that?
Jackalopes.
Or what's an example of one that you think is real that we think that the majority of the populace think is not?
Hobgoblins, right off the bat.
Ooh.
Hobgoblin.
It is the most underrated problem we face today. It's huge, and it's not going away.
And so a hobgoblin is a goblin, but like a mischievous goblin, right? Like a troublemaking goblin?
Yeah, they just have to mess with you. I mean, it's just they're very cynical. They have just a bad attitude, and they just want to mess your day up.
I have a quick question. I don't want to move away from this too much. And, Valarie says, I'm from El Paso, and jackalopes are real in caps. All right, well, we'll have to have her back on.
Yeah, we got to hear more about that.
Anyway, I have a friend who says he's afraid of a certain mythological creature. I don't remember the name of it. But he says that, when you put on a jacket that you haven't worn in a while and find money in there?
Yes.
Or like a pair of pants, it's like, oh, there's a $20 bill in here. He says that comes from, there's a guy who appears in your room and watches you sleep, and he doesn't do anything to you. He's just watching you sleep, but he feels bad about it, so he leaves you money in a jacket.
Money.
Have you ever?
Happen to be all in ones, or is it like a $10 $20 bill?
I think it's whatever the thing has.
Any legal tender.
Any legal tender. Have you ever heard of this?
No, I have not. I've heard of similar things. Ghost to gift. And part of their work is charitable and honorable at that. Not this guy.
I guess that's what it's called, though. Ghosts that gift. I guess.
I'd like to break bread and meet him and have a chat though.
I cross a ghost that gifts all the time.
What is it?
Whenever I am out of weed, the pot fairy always comes through. There's always I always find weed somewhere that I had stashed away or that I forgot about, and so I don't know. I kind of think
so. It's not forgetting. There's
a weed
fairy.
I thought about they have tooth fairies who come and take teeth and leave money. I always thought they say this would be an interesting fairy. Would be they say a human eats 8 spiders a year in their sleep.
Yeah.
I think that might be like a spider in the mouth fairy, and they just come and drop a spider in your mouth. Spiders don't. I've never had a spider try to get in my mouth.
Right.
But if I'm eating 8 spiders, I feel like people are putting it in my mouth. A fairy's putting it in my mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you got, Yancey? What are you showing?
This is a spider. It is a robotic spider.
Oh.
I know that interests Mr. Lex there, I believe.
Yeah.
Bringing the full mode here. This guy, we made friends right off the bat. Just
robot spider from that 80s movie.
And he's smart. He will alert me. He won't. Those moves are all coordinated. They do have a message behind them. I can't share that with you right now, though. He's talking about you guys. Nice thing. Right. I'm supposed to go through this real quick at the start here.
Let me see. Can you highlight that, Sean? Can you highlight him?
All right. Yes.
Warning. It's a warning sign.
Yeah. Under Oregon law, ordinance blah 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 blah, an equine professional is not liable for injury to or the death of a participant in equine activities resulting from the inherent risks of equine activities.
Wait, there's a risk of equine.
Just real quick.
Just in case.
Can't read it. It's too dark.
Your logo could be here. Contact Team Yancey.
Oh.
Try to make a little coffee money, That's all.
Hey Yancey, does that machine work in front of you? The slot machine?
Absolutely. I like to do a thing called spin to win. During a segment I do, I will. It's for charity. I just do a random poll and see what happens. And not getting one time hit all 7s live. And that was meant I had to pay happily donate $25 to a charity. Should I do it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Only once. Only once. We feel lucky.
How's that look?
Friday the 13th.
Yeah, I can see it, kind of.
Official. Pick a charity, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Put it here on the table.
And if it hits, I will pay $25.
Habitat for Humanity.
Habitat for Humanity.
Done deal.
No. Okay.
All right.
No.
All right. Well,
we got them some exposure, so that's what counts.
Yeah. Somebody watching, donate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead and give a bonus spin.
All right.
Oh, very generous of you.
Oh.
Was that a ring? I think I heard a ring.
Oh.
It won.
77 bar. I don't know what that is, but that's a payout.
$10.
My intern's not here, so it's probably like 10 or 12 bucks. Seriously.
Yeah. All right. Wow.
Next time I'm on, I will hold up the receipt and show you.
Thank you.
Okay, note of that.
Yancey, you had mentioned to me. I didn't spoil the punchline to these guys. Do you remember you had private messaged me about something you wanted to talk about? Do you want to bring it up?
involving evolution and lighting.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Yeah.
Yes. Getting ready this morning, I thought about getting some visuals for this, but it's all about visuals. So I don't want to enhance your perception here. I'm certain all of you will be able to remember in school at some point learning about the fish who live way deep down at the bottom of the ocean and can't see, and he has a lamp on his head, kind of like this.
Yep.
Okay. Now, why is it there? Well, I mean, why is it there? So he can see, right?
So he can see. Yeah.
Yeah. And the other fish, do they have lamps? No, they don't. I'm walking through this. Didn't mean to be like that. I have really like unchecked enthusiasm here. It's just like
no, I like it. I like it.
I think this is the future. So he was a normal fish, and he couldn't see. And when I say he, I mean the whole collective group of these fish was probably millions. And you guys ever heard of like group consciousness, where everybody thinks about a certain end result and about worldwide?
I think I've heard of it. Either that or everyone else knows about that, and so then therefore I know about it.
Right, yeah. I've heard it called the 500 monkey theory. I like that choked tone, by the way. That was
Wow.
So go ahead, Yancey. So
okay,
the fish have a concept. Sorry, I shouldn't jump ahead.
Yeah. So
you're talking about.
I call it the lampfish. I mean, I don't know why we need to have some fancy book words. You know, it's a lampfish, whatever it's called.
Yeah. The name is a lanternfish, but yeah.
Step back though. Step back before the lamp. So I'm the fish.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm like, damn, I want that lamp. You know, I can't see. And so everybody's thinking about it. All of them. They talk. You know, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we had a lamp? You know, we could get things done. And so, you know, it probably took 10 million years for 2 billion or whatever, but they thought about it, and slowly it just, you know, an end game, boom, they have a lamp.
Yeah.
So, which to me says evolution change is potentially, we can induce that.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, this all happened because, on Amazon, and one of the little suggested deals was a headlamp.
Yes.
Right. And so this would be my version, you know, that was just not a lamp, but you know, it goes like that. But or you know, this is an $8 lamp. They go as high as like $2,000.
Yeah, it looks great though. Yeah.
Oh,
no, it looks great. Do you think that by us putting a light on our foreheads, it would almost, because we already then put the light on our heads, we wouldn't be able to manifest the light on our heads, because then we wouldn't have to evolve to grow it because we already have the light there?
Well, here's the problem. The lighting industry, these headlamps range from $2 to $2,000.
Yeah,
$2,000 for a headlamp.
And lights on our forehead are inevitable. It's a great way of life. It's this thing has changed everything. I could go on forever. What I'd like to do is cite the example of hold on here, sweat break. Whew. I have to turn the air conditioner off because of the back noise. So
well, thank you.
Guys here.
We have a fan.
So Furry Freak Brothers. Do we have anybody remembers that comic?
Who? Brothers?
Furry Freak Brothers.
No, I don't remember it.
No, I don't know.
It's a stoner comic from like late 70s.
Oh yes, the Freak Brothers. I'm sorry. Yes.
So there's a certain story in one of them. I think there's only like 12 ever made, perhaps. But they're sitting around at their table in their house, and they're like, "Oh, we're out of weed. We're out of weed." You know, oh man. And they start to look around, and they're like, "Whoa, man, that floor is dirty." And you know, they have all this clarity, and they can see all this different stuff. And they get some weed, and they're like, "Whoa, man, everything's cool." I don't what floor, huh?
Yeah.
That life changing when you get one of these.
Do you ever find yourself like not turning on the light because you already have a light on your head, like when you're walking around your house?
Absolutely. I wear it. It's waterproof, so it goes in the shower with you. It just changes everything. Everything's bright. You can see everything. You drop something, bam! There, I got it. Oh, lay back. I got it.
No problem. Yeah.
Real and.
I'm gonna get one of these and leave it next to my bed because I'll be honest, at night I don't like getting up and turning on all the lights.
No, and if the light is on your head, then you never have to have it shine in your eyes if you're alone. As long as we're not talking to somebody else who has lights on their head, then you look at something, and that's very nice on your eyes when you first wake up.
And I'm not gonna.
I do think this is life changing.
Yeah, absolutely. And once you get used to it, you can't go back. You just can't.
Yeah.
There's no way.
I'm almost scared now because I think I want to get one, but I'm scared that I can't go back.
Yeah. You wouldn't believe how much dust is in a keyboard until you get one of these and look at it. You're like, wow.
Oh, now you just made me think. What about getting one of those, but having a black light on your head on it too?
Very much so. This one.
Have those.
Go into red mode. Wait.
Oh, it already has it. See?
Yeah.
It's supposed to go to red. No red? No.
Red.
No red.
Okay.
Yancy, do you think if you will wear that for a long period of time, will you open a third eye? Will your third eye open?
Oh.
Are you willing evolution? By wearing a lamp?
You're asking the big questions. Wow.
Yeah.
We do here.
Sorry.
Yeah,
sorry to spring that
on you. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole.
Trying to will the light into your.
I think so.
Your frontal cortex.
Because everything that we're doing, like, if you buy a garlic press, it's in some ways you're trying to reach towards enlightenment because it's like, oh, this is easier. And now there's garlic I can make garlic bread easier, and people come over and it's like, now we love the garlic bread.
Garlic's healthy.
It's all. I have to be back. I have to use the restroom.
All right. No, it's interesting too, because this is what I thought. And Yancy, this is what intrigued me most about your message too, is you talking about how it's like a hindrance. Our own ego and our own vanity is one of the reasons why we don't wear it. And I agree with you.
Great.
And and you know what I thought in a lot of ways? And then I started thinking about like some psychedelic art and so many imageries that we have of humans having a light coming out of our foreheads, right?
Yes,
like that third eye that Sean's saying. And yet our own ego gets in the way, which is metaphorical for when we talk about seeing through our third eye. And what gets in the way from seeing in our third eye is our own ego, right?
Exactly. You get it. Perfect. Yeah. Very well said. Yeah. To stereotype is human. It's natural.
Yes.
It's unavoidable. And I've asked random questions like, how do I look in this thing? Like a freak.
Yeah.
Special, you need special help, whatever. But it is unusual. It goes against the grain of everything. But if you can take a utilitarian mindset towards this,
yes,
it's a no-brainer. I mean, it's about enhancing life and just making everything brighter and beautiful. There are downtimes for the light, though. I don't want to talk about it, but you can just figure that out. There's times when you just don't want to see that,
Sure. Yeah.
Hey, sometimes you learn to manage light, but once you learn what it wants and you give it what it wants, it will give you what it wants. And it's my best friend now, practically. So.
I don't know. I mean, this is such an abstract question. I don't know if I'd have a quick answer. I'm giving you hard work, Yancy. But do you think of any other kind of utilitarian things that would be so easy for us as humans? We get in our own way. Any other ideas like this that you might have that might make our lives, if we could just all as a society agree to being like, listen, this might look abnormal, but it's going to make our lives so much happier in the next 6 months. You got anything that we might be missing? I know it's a tough question.
Well, yes, it is. It is. I mean, I do have 12 biohazard suits over here in a box, and it's the ultimate mask, if you will.
Yeah.
But if I walk to 7-Eleven in a bio suit, I'm probably going to get a couple cruisers popping by from a distance to say hello, stay over there, talk to you. But perhaps that, anything that goes, people are willing to give up utility for the perception of others. An old statement, once you can get past worrying about what others think of your appearance, potential is unlimited.
I agree in a lot of ways.
A lot of these things. And, have you guys seen this? I hate to go off topic here, but I don't want to forget.
No, go ahead.
These air fresheners. Guys, about 3-4 years ago, the potato chip industry went nuts with all these sub flavors like Doritos hot, Doritos extra hot, Ruffles minis. It was this whole thing. Yeah. And so now they're doing it with air freshener. I can't find another one. But this one's called Fall Night Long. They're all play on words.
Uh-huh.
So now you have collector's edition of limited edition bathroom
air fresheners.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about collecting them. Why not? They're empty. You're gonna throw them out. So this one's. I couldn't find the other examples, but they are hilarious. I encourage you to go to this. Make a great little short video for YouTube. Somebody does like TikTok or something. You go and
they could rate the smell. What smell? What smell is it?
Whoever did this was very clever. Fall Night Long is about middle ground. Some of them are just classic.
What's the smell like?
Let's see.
Floral. Thank you.
Kind of like piles of leaves in an early sunset with a moon. I'm getting a little bit of moon.
All right, so it fits the name.
Yeah,
that's not a bad smell. Smell of leaves, like nice. I could see that. It's not a bad smell. I like that smell. I used to do landscaping and doing fall cleanups and raking everybody's leaves. It had a good smell to it. I didn't mind that smell.
You ever gotten one of those bags for leaves? It's like a big. I mean, I know we like to talk about spiders, right? Anything spiders?
Yeah.
Okay, so
cool.
One time
spiders
I got a garage sale, but it was a brand new, unused, huge spider made out of plastic that you stuffed it full of leaves to make it in like this 10-foot wide spider with 8 legs.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, I haven't seen that in a long time, but I remember that. Yeah.
I would pay like what, $6 for that. Now, if you had quantity of those, I'd probably, propose maybe an interesting trade, but no.
Yeah. So I don't know if we got any. I'm guessing that we don't have a huge audience. If you had any feedback from any kind of trades, but if you have anything that you want to put out there to the universe that you're looking to, you think might be a hot item, that you could just offer to the universe, maybe somebody might be interested.
I do. There's kind of a little bit of bickering in the community going on right now, so things are kind of a little bit weird. But let me check the.
Oh, because you need a third person. That's right.
Do that. What's going on down there? Gravity boots again? I did gravity boots.
Always busy.
Oh, hey.
Oh.
Remember we did this last time? I'm gonna do this while I grab my thing.
All right. I just realized. Well, Sean just texted us from the bathroom that sadly we only have 3 minutes left in the show.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
So,
that was me.
Hold around. It's the gravity boots.
You have gravity boots?
Got gravity boots.
You put those on a bar and you hang upside down in the closet like
yeah.
somebody in the 80s.
Get your back stretched out. Yeah, do some sit-ups, do some like Rocky sit-ups.
I'm fine, thank you.
Like, we can get you that in 4 to 8.
Sorry, Etsy. Cheers. All right. All right. Well,
I'm working on this. My new project is going to be some kind of a headlamp. But look, see how it goes together like this.
Uh-huh.
The lamp will go here.
See, that's the one thing I think about though. Say like the lanternfish, right? It had it in its way, and the thing I like about the headlight lamp is that it's shining away from your head. But if you had a lantern hanging in front of your head like the fish, then that light would be always shining in your face. So I'm not like I'd be more a fan of the light out of your forehead than like an extra appendage that had a light dangling in front of my face.
Yes,
that's just me.
I think that our human intellect will sort that out as we evolve and come to that conclusion. We use it to attract food as well as seed.
Do you think? Last thing, in all seriousness, for us to this is a good idea. Like you believe this idea. To have us manifest this as like a universal consciousness, we just need to all kind of. Do you think the best way is for us to just think about having lights come from our forehead, or do you think it's us starting to just adopt lanterns on our head so that we could put the good word out there?
Both, and tell a friend.
Okay.
And I call it. You know, they have virtual reality. Yeah. I call it real reality. This is real reality.
Yeah. Yes.
You didn't realize what was going on until you get one of these. And
all
I
right.
you to do so. It's a life changer.
Yancy, could you tell us if you want to plug anything or just share or mention anything that you would need to get your good name out? Please let us know before we run out of time.
Share my this is my personal pet project. You can always visit my YouTube channel or just at Team Yancy or just Team Yancy anywhere, and you can see my missions and exploits. Cover a wide variety of stuff. So from golf to go to lanterns to trading. So hop on.
Yeah, I hear you. Yancy, you're one of my favorite guests, and thank you very much for coming on us again. Sincerely appreciate it.
And I appreciate you guys working with me. I had a bad day the other day, whatever that was.
No, you're awesome.
I have a real quick question before Yancy. Because Yancy, you are involved in a lot of stuff, and you said I have exploits. Do you ever share recipes? Is that something that you ever do? Are you ever a recipe sharing person?
I am, but I'm very particular about it. I like it personalized. I like if I'm going to get a recipe from somebody, it's their recipe. I want it handwritten because I want to keep that. And so a lot of people find me difficult to work with in that area. I won't take like a cutout thing from a magazine. It's got to be by the cook, written out in hand.
Wow, that's good. That's good.
All right.
That was good.
Yeah. Reminder in New York City that Stoner Morning Show guys are going to be doing a show tonight. Vitabudz going to be there, and we appreciate them joining us. Time is at what time is the show start? 9 o'clock? 7:30 at the Playhouse. The Clubhouse.
The Producers Club.
Shit, I'm way off.
That's all right.
Sorry.
We now have a QR code that you can go to our website. Our Facebook or Instagram.
All right.
Also, check out my good bud Lex on Raw Comedy Podcast with.
Thank you for that. And well, then I'm going to say check out my friend JQ is doing NFTs all over the place. He's non-fungible all over your face.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
You can call
good show, guys.
Good show.
Yeah, I really had a good time. Guys, I love you, Yancy. Have a great day.
Yeah.
Thanks again for waking up so early.